Raise your hand if there was a time in your life where you didn't know a basic life skill. I know we've all been there where something is brought up, whether it's in school, whether it's at work, or just outside normally. If you raised your hand, then listen closely because what I'm about to tell you will shape so many minds of young children and young adults today. So, we're going to be talking about information literacy. Information literacy is not something that's normally discussed within normal childhood curriculum. And if you didn't know what information literacy is, it's basically your basic life skills for making sure that research is credible and academically dynamic. So, children these days, when they get sick or just have different symptoms than they're normally used to, what do? They go to Dr. Google. And in going to Dr. Google, we've all done it. We don't look at who is writing these articles or who is writing down the symptoms of whatever symptoms we're researching. And with that, we don't know if that information is credible. We have no idea. But we just look at it on Google and we're like, oh, well, it's on the internet, so it must be right. So teaching information literacy in high school can be very important to the structure of children growing up, making sure that not only in their school lives, not only in their personal lives, but also their work lives growing up, is making sure that they're able to research credible information and getting the tools to do so, knowing where to find this information and how to locate whether or not the sources that they are researching is credible. So starting off from the basics, libraries. We all grew up, hearing about the library and we're like, oh, we don't want to read books, right? So the library has so much other useful information. They have research databases where everything within them, searched by a key topic, is credible. It was written by a credible author. It was written by a doctor. It was written by a philanthropist. Whatever the case may be, these are credible sources that are able to be used, and the confidence is there. It's a skill that we want our children to have. But like I said before, it's not something that's normally taught during regular curriculum. It's not something that's taught in middle school or high school. But isn't this a skill that we would want our kids to have so they aren't faced with having to learn these skills the hard way if they go into college and they don't know how to research things? They are finding this information on the internet and then putting it into reports and analytics and a numerous amount of different things. But how do we know that the information that we researched is not plagiarized? And it may not be plagiarized by you, but the source that you got it from may have plagiarized the content. Therefore, when you are reposting this content, it is plagiarized. So information literacy is taught in a way when it is taught in a way that children find interest in, they grow up to find better jobs and excel within them. They never find trouble with studying or writing essays in college as they're given the skill of researching. For someone like me who was never given this skill in my younger days, middle school, high school, none of that, I was faced with this class in college, and it has helped me excel tremendously over the last 3 years that I have been in school. So I know where to research, and I know what to look for to make sure that the content I am researching is credible and I am able to use it confidently. And when a child can confidently research with the knowledge that they are taught, many of them never second guess their research. and everyone needs to be given the opportunity to learn information literacy. And many people aren't taught this until college. When information literacy became part of my curriculum, I was hit with a whole new way of thinking, as well as second guessing any information I had ever researched. Having this skill moving forward, I can honestly say that it has always helped me for the better. If I go to the library, I have the information I need, or even just little questions that I find myself having. After all that you've heard today, by a show of hands, how many of you would find that this life skill is essential for your little ones to learn? Information literacy is not one of those courses that your student will study just to get a grade. It will be the skill that they will carry through life. And after practice, skills taught to them, and everything else in between, they will be confident from this point forward in any research they should conduct in college, within their careers, and far beyond these points. I hope that you have all learned a little bit more of information literacy and will stand on making sure that this becomes a part of public school curriculum. Thank you.